Hafiz was taken by Ross Taylor, and have a look at this catch. Absolutely stunning. Airborne and plucked it out of thin air. Hafiz for a moment thought that he'd gotten away with it. Wow. Absolutely breathtaking effort this. He's waiting for another one. Ross Taylor is in the first leg for Omar Akmal. There he is.
Just the three singles. Starting to build here, 178 for 4. Just that one wicket, and it's starting to build as they converge. And Umar is just getting stuck here a wee bit.
Feeling the heat, feeling the pressure. We've talked about how good New Zealand have been in the field. They've only conceded 3 extras. And compare that to 31 conceded by Pakistan, and that could be the telling difference in the end.
Bowling 10.
He's got to break free and make Misbah ul Haq just a little bit less stressful, because he's got to take the bowling on. That is how he plays. That is where he's good at attacking the ball. If he goes on a blocking spree, that will mean more pressure on Misbah.
Oh yes, Danny, brilliant.
So you see now that it's 82 to win, and we're getting down to the point where it's over 8 and over. And then you're asking people to come fresh out of the hut, even if they are Afridis, and do it from ball 1. That's not good batting. The only thing, well, one of the only things they've got in their favour is the batting power play, where New Zealand are committed to having to bring fielders inside the circle, and that gives them the freedom to play more expansively. But they're getting to the point where they might have to employ it. It's nicely hit. In fact, it's beautifully hit. What a shot. I thought Jamie Howe would run that down, but not a price. Big boundary that. 185 for 4. Just touch under 80, but they have the batting power play up their sleeve, and they have Afridi and Abdul Razak waiting in the wings. So Franklin back. Looking at Styris again at some point.
Is he keeping him for the batting power play?
Well, I don't know if he'll come back, actually. Scott Styris. 7 overs, 2 for 25. I suppose it is possible. He's doing a bit of stretching now, but he'd be pretty stiff after 7 on the trot. Maybe he is looking for a change of pace inside that batting power play.
New Zealand now have the comfort to know that Pakistan would want boundaries. Singles really will not get them over the line. He needs to settle down before he decides to go over the top. Omar Akmal, he's got to be conventional at this stage, because he can be good by playing normal cricket. All he has to do is to rotate the strike and every now and then take a little bit of chance, not overdo it. moved just a shade, his front foot not to the pitch. Looked out of shape on that occasion. Umar Akmal looking for that single down the slip corridor.
So when do you take that power play, Ramiz? Do you take it now? Because in the last 4 overs you're going to be going for it anyway. Would you save it to 46 through to 50 and try and work your way through to a point where you need 8 and over from the last 6? Is that a bit dangerous? Over the top, beautifully weighted. Chance for a couple.
I think it has to be between the next 6 to 12 balls, Smithy. They cannot delay it because the asking rate is jumping all the time. Misbah-ul-Haq now possibly needs to be just a little bit more creative, just like that. Up the stride through the offside, earning in a couple of runs.
Still a bit over for New Zealand, just 6 from it. 190 for 4.
Pakistan's best chance really is when Misbah-ul-Haq is still out there, even though Afridi and Abdul Razak can be devastating. But got to take it when you got a settled man in there, and Umar Akmal, we know, can be lethal when the field is up. Scott Styris has been outstanding today, killing the pace on the ball and making Pakistan sweat. Mini conference, Afridi, Waqar and Aqib Javed, the assistant coach, and I guess the discussion would be regarding the batting power play.
I think you've got to take it when you've got 2 players that are in and settled.
Oh, yeah, lads.
And if you're going to play across the line and play expansively, you might as well have things in your favour. And Misbah-ul-Haq deserves the power play.
And I think Scott Styris can be targeted in a batting power play situation because you can easily lift him.
I'll be coming.
Shahid Afridi still thinking, still contemplating when to take the batting power play.
Go on, ball, mate. Okay, go.
His singles need to be followed by a big shot. A big boundary is required in every over. Pakistan now will have to take few risks.
No random dot in there, boys. Come on.
Is that a signal of a batting power play or a free hit?
Bowling, Kigo, yes, mate.
You can't hit that stuff, and Styris can put it there. I think he's getting a bit toey, the skipper. I mean, he's always appears as if he's agitated and he wants things to hurry along and move at a great pace, but he's doing a bit of pacing. Well, the old gentleman in the back row, he's pretty relaxed. Intikhab. Let's cross the line, but it'll only bring one. Southee gets in the way. So if you're going to play like that, have the power play.
I'm with you on this, Smithy. Why delay? Got to take it when Misbah-ul-Haq is still out there. Afridi is not happy at all. He's tensed up. Desperately wants to win this. And this is Pakistan's best chance to down New Zealand because this is a doable target. This is an achievable target, this.
I'm not quite getting Umar Akmal here. I'm not quite thinking why he is the one that's just poking and prodding and missing.